is Daily Blast Live. We're talking about what you're talking about. Real, honest, entertaining, live. DBL starts right now. Welcome to a spooky edition of Daily Blast Live. Okay, it's Thursday, October 31st, and we want to wish everyone a happy Halloween. There's only a little bit of bourbon in there. Hey. I'm here with Stephanie and Brandon. I'm Erica. Jeff has the night off because it's Halloween, and he got the babies, and we can't wait to see those pictures of them all dressed up in their costumes. Yeah. So make sure you take a lot. I'm talking to Jeff and Jordan. You know they're going to take a lot of photos. All right, so let's get started. Our favorite celebrities are showing off their Halloween spirit. R&B singer Ciara and Seahawks quarterback Russell Wilson are channeling their inner Beyonce and Jay-Z. It's like power couple doing power couple and nothing. And if you notice the painting in the background, hey, President Obama and Michelle. It's a power couple trifecta. Plus, pop superstar Ariana Grande went from a freakier look. She was inspired by a classic episode of The Twilight Zone. But leave it to Kevin Hart to take a funny approach. Watch this.
Trick or treat.
Why are you dressed like that?
Because it's my costume. All you gotta do is go to the costume store and say, make me look stupid.
Don't stand like that.
Bro,
that's the
how you
problem.
stood.
That's not how I stood. I didn't stand like that. I stand like...
Kevin clearly wins for recreating Dwayne Johnson's retro look. But do we really believe that that's Dwayne Johnson's house? That looks like he probably lives more at that Spencer Baller house. And what about Heidi Klum? We still don't know what she'll be, but she's been getting her makeup done all day long, and we mean all day long. She just posted some new pics on her Instagram account. We'll find out what she is later tonight at her annual costume party in New York. But any guesses, guys?
I reckon she's like a rotting corpse. Because like you can kind of see some of her organs and her intestines, and like you can see her muscles. But then like it looks like some of her skin's sewn on, so maybe she's like Frankenstein's bride. I mean, and you can see her heart. I mean, it's blurred out because obviously she's got the breasts like that are out, so we can't show those. Yeah. But her intestines are out.
Well, it has to be something. She's not going to cover that up with all the detail.
I know what she is.
What?
A Kardashian before the plastic surgery. Bam.
I'm not gonna lie. I'm not gonna lie, right? Earlier she turned to the side and her ass was like out, and I was like, is she Kimmy K? Dead.
Come on,
but then
Erica,
I saw the intestines and stuff, and I was like, no.
Okay, I'm just gonna move on. Another scary celebrity costume. Blackish star Tracy Ellis Ross dressed up as Lupita Nyong'o's character from the horror movie Us. And even Lupita is getting in on the craze. Watch. That was Lupita reprising her role at Universal's Halloween Horror Nights. So what would you do if you ran into a movie star inside a haunted house?
It all depends.
On what?
If their celebrity is higher than mine. Because if it's Dwayne Johnson or The Rock or one of those guys, you'd be like, oh. But if it's someone who's like
celebrity is higher than yours?
D- and below, they'll be like, what are you doing?
Like Brad Pitt or something?
Do you think that you're on the celebrity alphabet?
Yeah, like what?
Because why? This is not what we're talking about right now.
Okay, let's get to the real celebrities. Lupita is taking every advantage that she can of this character because you remember when she was promoting the film, she was going around scaring people like couldn't get enough of it. So now she's taking Halloween, but after Halloween, Lupita, you're gonna have to hang it up. People are going to think that you're going to scare them every time they see you.
I'm not joking. So I watched the movie, and like I was really scared to watch at the start. We got invited to the premiere here at DBL, and I was too afraid to go. I waited until I watched it in broad daylight, and even then I had nightmares for a couple of weeks. It's very scary. It's kind of like, imagine there's two of you, and one's living in this underground world, and then her underground world self comes out they all come to kill the upper ground because they want to live their life. It's awful, and they all have these scissors, and they call it the tethering. It's awful.
I don't do scary.
Me either.
It's awful.
But although it was Lupita, and I really thought like maybe I'll watch it, but I can't. I can't do it because people who love scary movies say it's terrifying. So I know I haven't watched a movie since Candyman. That's just the way it's gonna have to be. But we're going to move on because a Game of Thrones mystery has been solved. Raquel, what's going on?
Well, Erica, we now know who left a coffee cup on set. Now, you may remember fans freaking out when this modern beverage was spotted in a Game of Thrones scene. Now, people initially blamed Emilia Clarke because she was the closest, but it turns out it was Varys. I know. Her co-star Conleth Hill revealed to the Mother of Dragons he was the one who left his drink behind, but didn't fess up to it since the heat was already on Emilia. Now, he apologized, and that cup has since been digitally edited out.
I am so sorry, Miss Lopez. I thought Raquel Villanueva was here, but J-Lo, please introduce yourself.
Oh, thank you. My love don't cost a thing. I love to come to DBL anytime.
Well, we love to have you, girl, and you are killing it in that Versace.
Oh, yeah, she's working it.
Miss Lopez, did you bring A-Rod with you?
He's in the back, Brandon.
Okay.
He's taking some photos.
Are still on for dinner tonight?
Maybe.
Yeah, you're not getting an invite. They're actually on the celebrity alphabet at the top. Well, Tori Spelling and Dean McDermott have been married for 13 years, and now he's being brutally honest, admitting that being with only one person is challenging. Watch.
Is monogamy hard because you have ups and downs and you have to communicate, and when there's an issue, you have to talk about it, or it's just going to fester and get worse. So. I guess it is, in a nutshell, yeah, monogamy is hard for, I guess, several reasons. Numerous reasons for, you know, wanting that initial, that lust or that we have sort of intrinsically built into us.
Question: how does Dean McDermott know that monogamy is hard when he clearly has never been monogamous?
Oh, Lord, well, there's your answer in itself.
Like, did he cheat on his ex-wife with Tori Spelling and then cheated on Tori Spelling with God only knows how many different women?
But I think that's why
you lose them how you find America.
I guess
But that's why he's saying it's hard. He's sitting there spilling out his truth, what he has to go through. Like, I didn't
What he
agree.
has to go through, because it's such a struggle.
It is a struggle for some people. Like he said, it's in our nature as men to spread our seed. But when you choose that one person, and like he said, you have to learn how to communicate, and you have to
You've got to learn how to use words and act like a human.
Come on now, don't act like men are the only ones that cheat. Women cheat just as enough, just the same amount as men.
I'm not disputing that, but I do think that it's interesting that someone like, if he were saying monogamy is hard, and I respect people's process in terms of I made a mistake.
Yeah.
And this is how I'm, you know, making amends.
Yeah.
But it's strange coming from someone who we know is a serial cheater.
Yeah.
Then why continue to get married or try to pretend like you're going to be in a relationship?
But isn't that who you want to hear it from? Someone who struggles with monogamy? Like, I would rather hear it from him than someone
I would rather hear it from someone who has been in a long-term relationship that's had its ups and downs, that, you know, have had to deal with a lot of through life, and like they've still made it, you know, not that they've lost several partners due to the fact that they've been unfaithful.
No, and that's just another side of it. Like, you know, instead of going left and taking the wrong path, then yes, I would like to hear from that person to be like, hey, instead of you answering that DM or falling into that lust trap, what did you do to get home and to get home to your wife? I would also like to hear from Dean on, hey, why did you go left? Why did you go down the wrong path? What were the things prior to that? And what is it that you're trying to work within yourself to be a better husband and to be monogamous?
Well, I agree that relationships aren't easy, but if they were easy, then it wouldn't be worth it, because I don't think anything that is worth it is ever going to be easy, and it's going to be challenging, and you have your ups and downs. But like, just to be like, it's hard, it just sounds crazy to me. I don't know.
Yeah, I'd rather some like genuine advice, or like Brandon said, you know what, I made this mistake. This is how I've rectified it. This is how you learn.
All right, well, DBL is live, and coming up, the Reality Roundup Scary Awards. We're crowning the sharpest tongue in reality television. And it's the world's freakiest haunted house. Discover why you actually need to sign a waiver and get a doctor's note to go through it.
Welcome back to Daily Blast Live.
The world-famous 13th floor haunted house is spooking cities all over the country.
All over the country. So Steffi and I had to check it out, and as it turns out, one of us screams like a girl.
Spoiler alert, DBL Nation, it's him. Enjoy.
All right, slow. Slow.
Okay.
I've been in a haunted house once before in my life, and I was so afraid that I actually ran into a wall and knocked myself out, so I've not had the best experience.
I want to go through and see if I have the machismo to go through without screaming or yelling.
He makes out he's this big, tough football player, and I guarantee I'm going to see him scream.
I know that Stephanie is going to be a lot more scared than me.
There's a lot more of him than there is of me, so hopefully they'll go for him first.
Dark. I was a little scared.
Brandon bloody left me! How can you do that, Brandon?
This isn't the Navy SEALs. I just say, you know what, use that 4.4 speed and take off. And if she can keep up, she lives. If not, R.I.P. Stephanie Jones.
Hey, we're up! So I hope you enjoyed that video. I have actually had a chance to go behind the scenes to 13th floor, watch people get makeup on, and actually stand behind them when they pop out and scare people. And I know I was on the other side. I knew they weren't real. I still got scared. So that's how terrifying that experience is.
20 seconds.
But it was actually a really, really fun time. I personally can't go through haunted houses. I've never completed one in my life. Maybe that should be a goal of mine one day. Let me know how to get over my fear. Anyway, I'll talk to you next time. See ya.
This November, escape the winter with a luxury included Caribbean vacation to Sandals Resorts. Watch Daily Blast Live every day for a word of the day. Then enter at dailyblastlive.com/sandals for your chance to win a 4-day, 3-night escape for 2. The winner will be announced on DBL November 26th. Stop dreaming and start entering for your chance to win the trip of a lifetime.
Okay, that was Skeleton Man, also known as Joel, who had his makeup done by our lovely and talented Miss Lena. She did such a great job. He's very spooky. But how about that vacation?
Fellas, DBL Nation, all the fellas in DBL Nation, if you want to stay monogamous, make sure you play the word of the day so you can bring your wifey on that vacation.
Wait, did you
Trust
just say play word of the day to stay monogamous?
Yeah, so you can bring your wife on a great vacation and you guys can rekindle the flame. I know what I'm doing here, Stephanie. I have a book coming out pretty soon.
I'm sorry.
Can you believe this?
That's a reach.
Come on.
Now,
come on. You wouldn't want to go on there with your husband?
I'm just saying, you reached real hard on that one, Brando.
With the book?
You reached real hard.
Oh, just the whole thing?
Now, take a look at what's being called the scariest haunted house in the country. This barn in Tennessee, right there. In fact, it's apparently so freaky, thousands of people want to get it shut down. More than 70,000 people have already signed a petition calling the haunted house a torture chamber in disguise. They also want Tennessee government officials to step in. So what exactly goes down inside the McKamey Manor? Tori Shulman shows us, and a heads up, it's a very disturbing video, so if you're squeamish, look away. Here it is.
Before you can even step foot inside the McKamey Manor in Summertown, Tennessee, you need to pass a physical, sign a 40-page waiver, watch a 2-hour-long video, and choose a safe word. If that seems intense, it's nothing compared to what's inside. We're talking extreme mental and physical torture. You can be shocked, buried, submerged, slapped, tied up, shaved, and yes, even have unwanted dental work done. This tour is tailor-made for one person at a time and can last hours. Police are no strangers to the McCamey Manor. Neighbors have reported kidnappings, but it's just guests wrapped in duct tape and blindfolded. You guessed it, no one has ever made it to the end. If they did, the owner promises a $20,000 prize. Speaking of, this is the brains behind it all, Russ McCamey. He says he's a tame guy who doesn't allow cursing during the tour. The cost for all of this? Just a bag of dog food, because Russ has 5 dogs. So DBL Nation, if you think you have guts of steel, this might be the challenge for you.
That was crazy, but there is an update. Russ, the owner, has responded to the petition. He says it's all a play and that he uses the power of hypnosis to make his guests think they're in extreme danger. Russ videotapes every tour, so he claims he has the proof. I think the fact that he's hypnotizing strangers and videotaping them is scarier than whatever's happening in this haunted house.
Yeah, so, I mean, we just said then that you have to watch a 2-hour-long video, so I wonder if there's some kind of weird subliminal messaging that's going on in those 2 hours that sends you in some kind of trance. But, you know, Brandon and I once went in a haunted house, and it was petrifying, and it was nowhere near that level of
there
scary.
you guys are.
Yeah.
This was us last year. This was, we'd just come to Denver, both of us, and this was one of our first assignments together. Literally, I hated it. So, and this was us just walking through like a maze, a scary maze, never mind people drilling at us.
Yeah, haunted houses are lost on me because I keep my eyes closed the whole time and just bury my head in whoever's back is in front of me.
It's funny, it's only been a year. My hand just healed up from how hard you were grabbing it last year. Or was that me grabbing your hand? Erica, I was terrified. I couldn't do it.
Scary.
But $20,000 for up to a couple hours, it's not worth it to me. I wouldn't even do Fear Factor. That's not worth it. And for the people who have a petition out against this thing, you don't have to do it. Why are you trying to shut this down? This is how this man makes a living. This is how people have a fetish for this sort of stuff. So don't
How
be
is he
such
making a living? He gets paid in dog food.
Dogs gotta eat too. Oh, yeah, you're right. I forgot all about
That is really strange, isn't it?
So I
think that's a bit sadistic of him.
Yeah, it makes you wonder what the motivation is.
Yeah.
And you're allowing him to hypnotize you on top of it.
And film it.
That is, I'm sorry, it's
Each
strange.
to their own, but it's weird.
Yeah.
That's like the stuff that like psychological drama thrillers are made out of. I'm not down with that. But I do give you guys credit for doing the haunted house. They asked me the year before and I was like, nah, dog. Coming up on DBL, a special edition of Reality Roundup. We crown the winner of the wickedest wig in our Scary Awards next.
Welcome to Fast Blast Entertainment Edition, where I give you some headlines you may have missed. So let's get started with Katy Perry. She's being sued by Katy Perry. The Australian fashion designer Katy Perry wants the singer to stop selling her clothing line down under. She says a small business whose trademark is being infringed should not happen. Singer Katy, is also facing another lawsuit for posting a paparazzi picture without paying for it. And there's a pumpkin thief afoot. Sarah Jessica Parker says someone stole her beautiful decorations off her stoop in New York City. She writes other pumpkins in the neighborhood were stolen too, and they aren't letting them get away. She says the case is not cold. And I'd like to see your Halloween costumes. Today I went as J-Lo, and I was recognized by the queen herself, J-Lo, like in one of my videos, and I want to see what you dressed as because I pretty much have been productive today. That's all I needed to do. Anyway, DBL Nation, I will talk to you next time. See ya.
We've got an exclusive live interview with a Texas woman whose world was turned upside down when she found out her mother's fertility doctor may be her father. Join the conversation on the next Daily Blast Live. Welcome back to DBL. As you know, every Thursday, co-host Tori Shulman, Sam Shocker, and I obsess over our favorite moments in reality TV. But tonight, we've got a Halloween edition of Reality Roundup. Enjoy the Scary Awards.
First category is the wickedest wig. The runner-ups are Katie Ross and Ashley Darby.
Oof.
Now the award goes.
Here we go.
Here it goes. Karen Huger of the Real Housewives of Potomac.
Woo!
Enjoy.
I'm happy, but at the same time, no, girl, hold on. Okay, hold on. Let's do this. Okay, listen. Oh, okay. We go. Hold on. May I? Okay, I'm just kidding. Okay, hold on. I'm not finished. I got more to tell. Hold on, my wig gonna turn back in a minute.
It's good now.
Karen, that was so well earned, very well earned, because it couldn't go to Katie. Katie might be suffering from some issues. It couldn't go to Ashley. Ashley was like super pregnant and her husband's running around grabbing people's butts.
It's not right.
So it had to go to Karen because Karen is the grand dame, and that was grand damn girl, fix your wig.
Well received.
Bravo, Mazel tov.
Our next category is the sharpest tongue. The runner-ups are Katie Maloney and Vicki Gunvalson.
Yeah,
but
that's
the
a good
winner
one.
is,
Ooh, here we go.
no surprise, James Kennedy of Vanderpump Rules. Check him out.
You're bro. You don't even like stick up. You don't dude, your wife, bro.
Why is it about the damn pasta? Get over the damn pasta. Read between the lines. It ain't about the pasta.
Kristen, shut up. You're an attention seeker. Shut up.
You're losers.
I live for James
love
Kennedy.
James.
Now, let me tell you, James Kennedy is, can I say oosh, but with a D?
No.
You just did. I gave you a hint.
Totally.
So he is. But he makes the show so much better. I live for it. He has a sharp tongue.
The pasta
and no
bar was
filter.
great.
No filter.
I can see that.
Woo, James Kennedy, please don't ever go away from the Vanderpump Rules.
But it's not about the pasta. The pasta.
Okay. Our final category for the Scary Awards is Best Frenemies. The runner-ups are Lisa Vanderpump and Kyle Richards, and Quad Webb and Mariah Huck. But the award goes to, the OGs, Nene Leakes and Cynthia Bailey of the Real Housewives of Atlanta. Enjoy.
No, you can have an opinion, but as my friend.
And you can as your friend.
Yes, as my friend.
Really? Okay.
Yes.
Well, we were talking about that too.
#chill is like a positive thing.
It's great.
fun.
It's amazing.
You know,
I think it's amazing. I was asked a
for
question and I gave my opinion, friend.
Okay, well, I didn't like your opinion, friend.
Ooh, You don't go against Nene. I'm sorry.
This was a very tough category. I mean, it could have been any of the housewives. They're all amazing frenemies, if you ask me. But the Cynthia Nene thing, it just breaks my heart.
Me too.
Because they for real love each other, and they're just at different places in their lives. I hope they come back together. Just put the ego aside.
You know who else I hope comes back together?
Lisa and Kyle?
That too.
I do.
I was thinking Kim Zolciak and Candy.
Oh, yeah.
Do you think Kim? They used to collaborate the ring zone.
Yeah, but there's money involved. Once you get money involved, that's irreparable.
Can't you just pay Candy and it be done with?
She's not gonna pay Candy. I don't think she is either. But it's not about the pasta.
This has been Reality Roundup, the Scary Awards. We'll be right back. Again, Tori.
Promotional consideration is brought to you by
Melissa and Tonic, welcome to Daily Blast Live. Look at Tonic, taking a little snooze, a little cat nap, if you will. Melissa, you have a show of trained animal actors called The Ultimates, and you have done shows for GMA and Animal Planet. So tell us, what brought you to Pet Sematary, which is, by the way, one of my favorite horror films of all time?
Probably one of the biggest things I'll do in my career is the iconic character of Church. But I mean, it certainly was the live show that brought me to Pet Sematary. I have the dogs that can handstand, skateboard, jump rope, but I also have a cat that can sit pretty on my head. And the animal coordinator of 30 years searched me out because of this cat. Now, the directors had a very specific look in mind for the cat, which was the look of the book on the cover of the Stephen King novel.
Right.
And because of my training experience, we were able to say, let us know what look you would like to have, and we'll pull those cats out of shelters and train them in 2 months.
That's incredible. The fact that you're pulling them out of shelters. I, in fact, have rescued 4 shelter cats. So, yeah, I am a cat lady. You have a wonderful reputation as a trainer, which I really appreciate. So how do you ensure the ethical treatment of animals on set?
And thank you for saying so, because positive reinforcement training techniques is something that I am known for. I have done 7 years at the shelter with our Humane Society, and one of the things that I said as I was moving on set is I'm going to have very big demands. I want the cats to have their own trailers.
Yes.
I want them to live in the trailer cage-free with a human as a cat that happens to have a job. I want them to have daily leash walks. I want them to have a cat wheel, a cat patio, air conditioning. So I had huge demands, and nobody had any problems with it. So it was great working with Paramount because they met all of those demands. All of that, plus we're saving lives.
You're such a proud mom, and that is so sweet and endearing. So we know Tonic was a stray. We know that he was adopted. Thank goodness, courtesy to you. And he was trained for the film. You said upwards of 2 months. So how did he actually book the part? Was it because he looked like the cat on the cover, or was there something else where the director was like, he's hired?
Actually, they hired my partner, Kirk Jarrett, and myself first. And they said, here's a photo of the cats that we want. So we were to adopt the cats and train the cats.
Wow.
So we brought the cats home. We started training the 5 cats. There was a different cat that was supposed to take the role because she had a beautiful grumpy face.
Aww.
But she really didn't enjoy the work.
Okay.
So then we were able to, the directors had a look at where everybody was. We showcased the cats, and they were able to decide who would play what role.
Incredible. And you have such an incredible career, and I think that, I know that you said that this is the highlight of your career. I think that there's going to be much more milestones ahead for you, Melissa. Thank you so much for taking the time with us here on DBL, and bye, Church. Bye, Melissa. Or actually, I should call him by his real name, right? Bye, Tonic. Bye-bye.
Thank you. Okay, she was so nice. She was complimentary. Let's bring her back. Great.
Today's Sandals word of the day is resort.
Welcome back. But wait, look who showed up. He's not trick-or-treating. It's Jeff.
Oh,
hey, Jeff. We thought you were trick-or-treating with the kids.
Hey. How are you doing? I had to show up for Friday Junior.
Happy Halloween, everyone. Stay safe. We'll see you tomorrow.
Uh-huh.